Let us continue with this guy, just to show you how silly they are. Actually, it's not worth to make it long video, but we'll continue a little bit.
According to the Gospel of Matthew, chapter number...
Yeah, it is, we answered this one. Let us skip a little bit so we can laugh. Okay, here.
Verse number 4. Jesus instructed to worship Allah only.
Really?
But on the other hand, you worship Jesus. Don't...
Okay, hold on. So he said in Matthew, right? Let us go back a little bit, show you on the screen. Matthew chapter 10, verse number 4. Okay, I will go there. And you know, the most they ask me to read those verses, the more we laugh at them. I will go there right now. Matthew chapter 10. Let everybody laugh at you. And remember, when they say, "Dear Jesus, he ordered you," they cannot say he did not. Remember that. He just said, or Jesus, he ordered you. What Jesus he ordered us? Let us hear together the word of God, the Messiah, the Lord, the Savior, and everybody will be dying laughing at your stupidity.
Matthew 10. And when he had called unto him his 12 disciples, he gave them power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, and to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Now the names of the 12 apostles are these.
Hold on. Chapter 10, proving that Jesus is God. He is the one who quoted, not me. If I am a prophet of God, you remember Muhammad himself, he have a demon. Muhammad himself agree in the Quran, agree in the Hadith, that Muhammad is possessed by for the Muslim they say is a genie. Genie is not a demon, by the way. But let us say, obviously it was a demon. So Muhammad, he says that Allah help him against his genie, shaitan, and he command him to do good. Let us find the hadith. Have you ever heard of a prophet? He admit that he received command from the devil, shaitan. This is Sahih Muslim, hadith number 2814a. None is among you is whom would not attach with amongst of the jinn, the devil. They, the companion, they said, Allah Messenger, would you too? Whereupon he said, yes, I got one too, very handsome. But Allah help me against him, so I am safe from his hands, and he does not command me but for good. In Matthew chapter 10, you will see that this is an evil spirit. According to Islam, evil spirit. Even your own translation use the word the devil. Do you see it? This is your Muslim website. So Muhammad receiving command from the devil, while Jesus, he gave his disciple in Matthew, the one you are quoting for us, the power of casting out any clean spirit, demon. Muhammad, he have no power over them. Now, if Jesus is not God, how he can give power to me? How you can give something you don't have? You have no authority over it. Let us say God, he gave, as Muslim they claim that Jesus is not God, he's just a prophet. Okay, we will go with the argument. So he is a prophet, God sponsor him with miracle. How Jesus can share the power which God gave to him? That is impossible. So Jesus, he gave them command to go out and heal, even healing. The disciple of Jesus, and actually this is what it says in Ibn Kathir and many Islamic books, that the disciple of Jesus, they did a lot of miracles and they healed many. Heal of all manner. They have power over everything. All manner, no disease can stop them. No sickness can overcome them. And they did. And then you will see when this guy, he says to us in the video, go and read chapter 10 verse number 4. Why the Abdur, he did not want us to read the verses before, for simply embarrassing. Actually, what he said for number 4, is that 4? I don't know. Yeah, it says 4. Yeah, Abdul. Okay, let's go. Okay, he's saying it's 4. What for? I do not even know how to quote any. Anyway, so those 12 disciples, they were sent forth, and they've been and he commanded them, go into the way of the Gentiles. And here you got busted again, because you Muslim claim that Jesus was sent only to the Jews, and you said that in the previous video. So shame on you that you are stupid to the point you search Google to find something, article made by Muslims, copy paste. But here it says that Jesus, he sent us, all of us, to teach everybody, no exception. And then he says, I don't know if this guy is worth it actually to speak about him. You know, heal the sickness, cleanse the leper, raise the dead. Raise the dead. Jesus, he gave them the power to raise the dead. Cast out the devil. Freely you have received, freely you have given. And that's why today we give, you know, our free book for people in Indonesia for free. Right? For free. Free you give. Free. If you can't give it for free, give it for free. Again, if you did not receive my book, Deception of Allah, free translation in your language, Indonesian language, please feel free to download the link from underneath of the video. All right. So when the Muhammadan, they try to give us a verse from the Bible, they fail always, because first they misquote, second they didn't even know how to quote the numbers, number 3 they don't understand the meaning. And the funny, those Muslims don't understand the verse in the Quran, yet they want to explain to us a verse in the Bible. So by quoting that chapter, you just prove to me that Jesus is God. All right? This is what the whole chapter is saying. The whole chapter confirms to us that Jesus is God. Let us listen more.
The first, Simon, who is called Peter, and Andrew his brother, James the son of Zebedee, and John his brother, Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas, and Matthew the publican, James the son of Alphaeus, and Lebbaeus, whose surname was Thaddeus, Simon the Canaanite, and Judas Iscariot, who also betrayed him. These 12 Jesus sent forth, and commanded them, saying, Go not into the way of the Gentiles, and into any city of the Samaritans enter ye not, but go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
Yeah, actually here he would say, oh, it says here that you go only to Gentile. The fact here, this is in the beginning, he sent them to the people of Israel, and later he told them, I have sheep in the other place, so go over where and teach and etc. and reach everybody. So here they will say to you, oh, you just said that Jesus, he said, he sent us to everybody, but the verse is saying no. No, this is just here in the beginning. Start with the Jews. This is where your base, because all of them, they are Jews. Start with your people, and then you go out to the Gentile. Later, after Jesus, he said, and Jesus himself, he went to the Gentile. Let's see.
And as ye go, preach, saying, The kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give. Provide neither gold nor silver, nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, neither 2 coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat. And into whatsoever city or town ye shall enter, inquire who in it is worthy, and there abide till ye go thence. And when ye come into an house, salute it. And if the house be worthy, let your peace come upon it. But if it be not worthy, let your peace return to you. And whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when ye depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust of your feet. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents.
Exactly what happened to us Christians. Muhammad, he unleashed his wolves. He says, go and kill the Christians and the Jews. Chapter 9, verse number 23. Sorry, chapter 9, 29. So, Jesus, he told us, you will be like a sheep between wolves. You know how sheep, they suffer between wolves? They rip them off pieces. This is exactly what Jesus, he predicted will happen to them. And this is exactly what happened to them.
And harmless as doves. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. And ye shall be brought before governors and kings for my sake, for a testimony against them and the Gentiles. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. And the brother shall deliver up the brother to death, and the father the child, and the children shall rise up against their parents, and cause them to be put to death. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. But when they persecute you in this city, flee ye into another. For verily I say unto you, ye shall not have gone over the cities of Israel, till the Son of Man be come. The disciple is not above his master, nor the servant above his Lord. It is enough for the disciple that he be as his master, and the servant as his Lord. If they have called the master of the house Beelzebub, how much more shall they call them of his household? Fear them not, therefore, for there is nothing covered that shall not be revealed, and hid that shall not be known. What I tell you in darkness, that speak ye in the light, and what ye hear in the ear, that preach ye upon the housetops. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a farthing? And one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father. But the very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear ye not, therefore, ye are of more value than many sparrows. Whosoever therefore shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father.
See here, the Muslim, they quote this verse for you always. They say Jesus, he came with the sword. The fact here, the sword is explained. He's saying to you that you will be having trouble with the people. People will kill you. People will hate you in my name. This is the sword. The Muslim, they misquote this verse always, lying, saying this is Jesus came with doing jihad. But okay, did Jesus kill anybody? No. All right.
And the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be they of his own household. He that loveth father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that loveth son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And he that taketh not his cross and followeth after me is not worthy of me. He that findeth his life shall lose it, and he that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. He that receiveth you receiveth me, and he that receiveth me receiveth him that sent me. He that receiveth a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward, and he that receiveth a righteous man in the name of a righteous man shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall give to drink unto one of these little ones a cup of cold water only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward.
Beautiful teaching, very high standard of knowledge and, let us say, logic. When we read the Quran, we see nothing but somebody trying to make rap music, stupid. There's no teaching there. There's nothing. no spiritual, nothing real, it's fake. Same time, when the Muslim, they try to quote for us something from the Bible, and you are trying supposedly to correct us, to show us that we will not go to heaven, and you yourself, you are not going to go to heaven. If we go in the hadith, you will see the hypocrisy of those people who call themselves Muslims. We will find the following. And by the way, if a Muslim will say to you, okay, so here Jesus says don't go to the go to Gentile first. This is about let us say mission in order. First you go here, second you go there. Later we will find that even Jesus himself, he went to the Gentile and he spoke to them. As an example, in the same book of Matthew, chapter number 15, verse number 22, right? And you will see there he made a miracle, and he accepted the Gentile to be a believer. And we can read the same. You can go to Luke 7. You can go to 1 John. There's many places speaking about this issue. So, and Jesus said, go and teach the whole, go and teach and preach the whole world. For God, he loved the world. He sent his only begotten Son, the world, not only the Jews. But I want to show something here. Give me a second. If we go to the Quran, we will find this. Sorry. In chapter 7, verse number 99, the Muslim, they have false translation. Let us see if we can get more honest translation. Maybe, you never know. Which one? I don't know. All of them, they are liars, but we can try something else. Yeah. Devising. I don't know what he meant by devising. Hold on. Yeah, this is false translation. You see, in Arabic it says that you should. Are you going to trust Allah, who is the deceiver? Are you should believe for the deception of Allah. If you want to be secure from the deception of Allah, nobody can be secure from the deception of Allah. And those who think they can be secure, those are the losers. And in translation, it says something totally different. Feel secure against God. Do you feel secure? It doesn't say that. It says, do you feel secure against the deception of God? Allah is the deceiver, and you cannot feel secure from him. Let us change the translation. Maybe we can get something better. What language is that? See here, this is how the Muslim, by the way, those who claim to speak Arabic, they read this. You see those words? Those are like making the sound of the Arabic Quran. أَفَيُؤْمِنُونَ مَكْرَ اللَّهِ مَكْرَ. So he claimed that he is reading Quran, but he don't know. He's reading this. This is how they fool you. You think that, okay, he knew the Quran. Look, he is reading Arabic. The fact he is just reading words written in his own letters to make it sound like. Let us see. Maybe we try this one. No, secure against Allah plan. I mean, do you see the deception? This is why I call my book Deception of Allah, because it says deception. Here they say secure against the plan of Allah when it's about deception. So there is a statement where they ask, are you secure from the deception of Allah? He said, I am not. لا آمن مكر الله. I cannot trust, I cannot feel safe from the deception of Allah. Let me see if I can find it for you so we can see what Umar al-Khattabi says. And I will give you an example of the deception of Allah, which is very troubling, by the way. Oh, I cannot find it in English. Let me see if I can find something else. This is the problem when not everybody speak Arabic, you know. All right. Let us see this one. I'm just trying to find something I can show in English. Otherwise, I have tons of reference in Arabic. This one we cannot find it. But anyway, even if we don't have it in English, we can do this. Give me a second, because it doesn't show a reference, it just shows statement. I want to show a reference. I don't want to say things without proofs. All right. This is here. We have some reference. And I will click translate to English. Here, and the Muslim, they will say to you, by the way, let us use something else, because they will say to you, this is the if, and you know, etc. That's not proven. Let us show you something more proven, so they cannot play games with it. Because the whole purpose, you know, the Muslims, they bounce like a ball. You give them something, they play with it. Oh, this is a da'if. Oh, this is not accepted. Oh, you know, okay. Let us see. Here we go. How they can escape this one? Can they? Let us see. This is Sahih al-Bukhari. You see, the other hadith is not Bukhari, so they will play games with it. This one is very solid. They cannot get away from it in any way, in any means. Muhammad here, he claimed that when you are created, Allah, he wrote your destiny. He wrote your provision, your age, whether you will be evil or you will be good. This is your destiny. It's not you that's decided. It's Allah, he decided for you. And he decides for you where you will go. You will go to heaven or to hell. Read with me carefully. It says, Muhammad, he says, and by Allah, a person among you, or a man, may do the deeds of the people of fire, till there is only a cubit or an arm distance between him and this hellfire. So this guy is doing all his life evil work, supposedly, which means like he's being nice to the Christians, he's taking them as a friends, which is again the Quran chapter 5 verse 51. He is not killing the Christians, which is against the Quran teaching to kill the Christians, chapter 9 verse 29, etc. So if you are an evil person who is not killing Christians and not refusing them as a friends and being good to them or honoring them, that's mean you will go to hell. So this person is doing act of hell all the way until almost he is going to go inside the hell. He's in the door, in the front. And then what will happen? And then, then that is written, which Allah has ordered the angels to write, which means his destiny. Proceed, and he does the deeds of people of paradise. This is deception. Do you see the deception? So Muslim been ordered to do this and this and this and this, and then what Allah he wrote is going to take over. You know what I mean? Do you see why we cannot trust Allah? Allah he ordered you to do the following. As an example, to pray 5 times a day. Read the second example with me. The second example fit with this praying 5 times a day. And then he says, and a man may do the deeds of people of paradise till there's only a cubit or a tooth between him and paradise. Okay, so he pray 5 times a day. He fast Ramadan. He killed the Christians. He raped their women. He steal their property. He called them all kinds of names. He hate everybody except Islam and Muslims. And now he is ready to go to heaven. Look what will happen. Then, that what is written, proceed that he does the deeds of people of fire and he enter it. That is the top deception on the world. So he order you to do things and you do it. As you see, he says he is doing the deeds of people who enter paradise. Do you see it? But then that is written will take over. And he does the deeds of people of paradise, you know, and then the opposite, a man who may do the deeds of paradise, and then when it's time to go to paradise, Allah, what he wrote for him, he forced him by this destiny, he starts doing what Allah he wrote for him. That is deception. You promise us we will go to heaven if we believe in you. You promise us if we pray 5 times, if we do kill Christians and Jews, kill Hindus, we go to heaven. And now we found that it's at the end of the day, it is what is written, not what we do. Do you see it?